Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of ColdBox Talks, brought to you by Laverne Brewing Company. I'm your host Pete, and this is not Andrea, because it's a guy, not a girl.
No.
I mean,
well, and
you know
she's a lot cuter than I am.
She's very much cuter than you are. But welcome back, Marcelo a.k.a. DJ Marcelo. Say hello to the fans, or the two
people that are watching. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey everybody. Cheers.
Cheers, man. So, like always, how we start, we like to talk about what we're drinking and why we like it. So what are you drinking today?
So I'm drinking the newest beer, Early Dismissal, which, I don't know, I particularly like this one. It's a hazy.
Hazy IPA?
It's a hazy IPA. I do like hazies. I like the ABV. 6.8 is a good number because I think this one's a lot more fun though because it's got a nice sweet finish, which to me makes it kind of deceptive on the ABV because this tastes like a crushable beer.
Yeah.
But you wanna be real careful.
Oh, for sure. And we've always talked about that, especially our Royal Blonde, how it's it's crushable because you don't taste the harshness of the alcohol.
Right.
So after like a pint and a half, like I always get people coming back and they're just like, "Oh my God, it's so good. What is in this?" And I was like, "Alcohol. Alcohol's in this." Well,
what are you drinking?
Oh, thank you for see. Andrea has an issue with asking me. She's starting to get it, but it's okay. We love you, Dre.
We do love you, Dre.
I'm drinking our Maestro, which is our Mexican lager. It's nice, 4.8 ABV. It's a light thing for me.
That is a crushable beer.
So I don't know if you've like all the other episodes. Like unlike an IPA, it's like a wine of beer. We mentioned it's a good sipping beer for those who aren't down to crush like an IPA, any kind of IPA.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? What I like about I guess a light beer, which is like a Mexican lager, any kind of lager, I feel, are Kolsch, which is I guess equivalent to like a Corona, I guess.
Oh, don't.
Well, I mean, I'm not downplaying it.
Don't equate anything to Corona.
You know what I mean? It's a lighter beer. Any lighter beer.
It's refreshing.
It's a refreshing drink, and for those of us who like to watch the calories, for the most part, it's not too heavy on the gut.
Well, I'm not just wearing my big jacket because it's cold outside. So.
No. Well, it is cold outside.
It is cold outside.
And if you haven't noticed, we are not in our regular space. We are in the tap room. That's why you might hear it kind of lively in here because there are customers here. There I see one of our favorite people there, Colm. He's a cutie. Yeah, and that's how we do it. We're about it. We're about the live ambiance, family friendly, dog friendly. It's just a chill spot.
It is.
So I don't know if you've mentioned this before. You have when you were here the first time. But like today, it's a rainy day, it's cold, but yet you're still here. What do you like about breweries or this place? What brings you coming back?
For me, it's the sense of community in this place, right? I could show up pretty much anytime. There are so many regulars here, and they show up at spread out different times, right? But everyone is so close and everyone is so friendly that we've all become a bigger family. Like, I know there are people within the organization who don't like the term neighborhood bar, but the truth is that, like, for me, my first trip to New York, I found a neighborhood bar, and neighborhood bars, as you usually see them in movies and stuff, is that, like, unless you are a local, like, this is not a place where you want to go or you're going to feel welcome. And my first experience at a neighborhood bar in New York was so wonderful that I have always gone to that bar every time that I've been to New York. And the kind of feeling from a place like that, where I only visit once a year, is something that I kind of really always wanted to have here in Laverne. And I'm not going to say it didn't exist for other people at other places that are here in Laverne, but for me, I love beer, and I have come to really appreciate the people that hang out here, right, as family. And so this feels like the kind of neighborhood bar where, like, yes, it sounds cliche to say where everybody knows your name, but the truth is that we have that environment here.
Everyone does know your name.
Right.
For the most part.
We have that environment here, so it makes it the kind of place where, like, I work from home, you know, and when I'm done for the day, if I don't want to be at home,
Yeah.
I'm going to come here and hang out with people that I love.
Yeah, Ryan or shine.
Ride or shine.
I was thinking Vincent Diesel said ride or die, but what I was going to say, rain or shine, you want to come down. Wow, it's been a long day for me.
Or in the case of last night, sleet and hail as well.
Oh yeah.
It was brutal yesterday.
Oh Jesus. How was the karaoke? No, karaoke was Saturday.
Karaoke was last night.
It was last night. Usually it's on Fridays. Why do
No,
we?
karaoke's on Saturday. Flashback Friday's on Fridays. That's why it's called Flashback Friday. And
I
last
remember
night
a
was
little
Saturday.
different. Okay.
So today is Sunday.
Okay. Yes.
Even though you'll be seeing this on Tuesday.
Yes, it is going to be. Today's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody.
But
yeah, how's karaoke?
So I started to get real concerned that the weather was going to keep people away, but it didn't. I mean, the people turned out last night. Now, if it hadn't been raining, this place would have been wall to wall, right?
Oh, for sure.
But we had a really great crowd that filled out most of the seats, and everybody had fun singing and having the different beers. And even though there was no food vendor, people brought their own food and had a great time. So yeah,
That's
last
awesome.
night was a lot of fun.
That's awesome. Yeah, and then you could, if the highlights are still up, you go check out Laverne Brewing Company, or it's Laverne Brewing on Instagram. Check it out. Yeah, our manager Ken went up. I'm sure he rapped.
Many times. He did.
Oh, he did? Yeah, that's awesome. And then one of our regulars, Todd, he came up. Todd, we love you.
Todd. I
Todd, you're the
love when
best.
he gets up and sings 80s songs. It's so much fun.
Not just 80, like a good amount of like, he sings a lot of like popular 90s songs.
Well, he took one of your songs yesterday.
Which one? What did he sing?
He did People Are Strange by the Doors.
Oh, nice.
So
nice.
at karaoke night, Pete is known for doing either Sinatra or the Doors.
Yeah.
And Todd saw that you weren't here, and he's like, I'm putting this one down.
Oh, for real? Oh, that's cool. And see, that's the thing. Given that, now that we're on the subject, but is there an etiquette on songs, even though they were saying the last time we did karaoke here? I mean, if it's the same person, it's one thing, but is there an etiquette if another person sings one of your songs that you usually sing, or?
You know, the thing is, unless you are an actual performer with a set list,
Okay.
right, then there isn't really any etiquette. It's basically a first come, first served basis kind of thing, right? So if you have a song in mind, but then you get and you put on the list and you see someone else is already doing it, then this is why you should always have a backup, right? Or depending on where it is that you go to karaoke, save that song for later in the night, right? And so that it wouldn't seem inappropriate to do it again.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Because I mean, talking to a few people, that's like, oh, you already did a song. Like, I should have done it. But I'm like, you can still do it next. But they're like, no, you already sang it. So that always raised the question for me. It's like, okay, well, what if you sing another song someone already did another time? And then also, what if you sang it better? Significantly better than the other person. Is that bad?
Well, let's start with art is subjective.
Okay. It is.
So I will never say one person sang it better than another.
Okay.
But I'll give you a good example of how that happened actually last night.
Oh, shit.
Right? So Flashback Friday, 2 weeks ago, was Weird Al night. So that kind of inspired several people for what they wanted to sing here on karaoke night.
Yeah.
And Ken likes Coolio's Gangster's Paradise because he also loves Amish Paradise by Weird Al.
Yeah.
Right? In fact, when we did Weird Al night here for Flashback Friday, like Amish Paradise was the one song everybody jumped up and got crazy about that song, right? Especially Dre's husband Kyle.
Apparently he's a big Weird Al
He is a big Weird Al fan, and he was basically doing the choreography from the video, and he was on it. But then I let Ken know yesterday when they got here. I'm like, hey, I have Amish Paradise in the system if you wanted to do that instead. And he's like, on it. But he sang it early in the night that there were several people who showed up later, heard that he sang it, right? And then asked to have him sing it again at the end of the night.
Really?
Yeah.
So we could do encores.
Yeah.
What? And how many times did he sing it? He did it again?
He did do Amish Paradise again towards the end.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It was great.
That's awesome. Yeah, I couldn't make it. Unfortunately, life happens. But yeah, I'm usually always here on our karaoke nights.
I was crying.
I know, I'm sorry.
I was crying. I was
missed
really,
it.
really sad. People were like, Pete's not coming tonight. And I'm like, that's it. I quit.
Yeah.
I'm packing up my stuff and
You
getting
know,
out of here.
and then the night before, I was like singing like in the car. I was like, I should do this song, but whatever, it's all good.
So, I'll tell you what. Next month, karaoke night is going to be off the chain because it is the first time that we're doing a theme night. So on March 25th, that's Broadway Musicals night.
Okay.
Right? So anybody can sing any song they want on that karaoke night. But if you're singing a song, if you put on the list a song from a Broadway musical, that's going to push it up the list.
Okay.
Right? And I have a feeling we're going to have a couple of people here who are actual stage performers who are going to sing.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna be excited. And then speaking of performers, get over here, bro.
get over here.
Get over here. This is our
Subscribe
resident.
to Laverne Brewing Company. YouTube.com/
Colm is a regular / husband of one of our beer tenders, and he's actually, wow.
Actually, you're doing my accent.
It's actually very,
He
right?
was making it more comfortable.
Don't make
for
me-
me.
Yeah, I'm not.
Don't try
Hey,
to mimic his accent.
according to him, I do a pretty well Irish
He does.
accent.
He said he called me brov. It was pretty.
Yeah.
All right.
So this guy's big on YouTube. Go check him out. The YouTubes, the Instagrams, all the socials. But since you're here, what beer are you drinking? Why don't you have a beer in hand? One, you're Irish.
I left
but
it
yeah.
down because I didn't want to. I was like, are they live? Aren't they
Yeah.
live? Yeah.
What are you drinking?
Oh, Maestro.
Maestro. Fuck yeah, dude. And why? And then why do you like Maestro?
It's the Mexican-Irish connection. It's like boxers, dude. It's like that Canelo. It's like the
Yeah. See,
that
okay,
Katie
good
Taylor,
point.
that connection.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what's up. There you go. See,
Yeah.
the Irish and the Mexicans are one.
We're
There's-
basically the same thing, in a sense.
Cheers.
Sláinte.
Sláinte. Check this guy out. We love him here at the brewery. And then you're going to like his music if you're into Celtic, folk, whatever. He's dope. Okay? Check him out. Thank you.
Thank you, Bear.
Thank you. All right, cool.
You guys are so cute.
We are.
Oh yeah.
The what? Oh, yeah. Is he close?
No, halfway.
Really? Let's get him there, dude. Let's get him there. Let's get him to 1 mil
on YouTube.
on the YouTubes.
All right.
Yeah.
Get him there on the YouTube.
Yeah, we're gonna get
get
it.
him to the 1 million.
Yeah.
That's right.
1 million. So we kind of went backwards. We started off with Saturday, which was our karaoke, but we also had the beginning of the week. We had our cornholes as usual.
Yep.
Cornhole tournaments. Wednesday was our big night as always. I was
Trivia.
working. A new team won. So congratulations. I think it's like 4 Chicks and a Nerd.
Well, they're not new.
They're not. No, they're new winner. New
They've won
champion. Have they?
Yeah.
Are they 4 Chicks and a Nerd? I don't know.
No, 4 Chicks and a Nerd. Didn't they win 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. There was a bigger group though.
All right. Well,
Well,
I
a new
wasn't
group.
here.
Shout
I
out
was not
whoever
here.
you are. We love you. But they won. That was also fun. That was a fun night. That it was raining, but people were still coming in, which is always dope to see. I mean, we have to put people in the back of the tanks to for seating, but it was always fun. I think the big highlight of this week, other than our trivia, was our karaoke. Have you ever done a Flashback Friday into karaoke?
no.
Okay.
Where they were one day right after the other?
Yeah.
No, but that's coming up in April.
Okay, that's
Yeah. So April is the for now, right? For right now, that's anniversary weekend. So Laverne Brewing Company will be celebrating 10 years
10 years.
coming up in April, and so on that weekend, at least as it's scheduled right now, on that weekend it'll be Flashback Friday and then karaoke the next day.
Gotcha. Ooh,
So,
that's gonna be a
Be
fun
ready for some
weekend.
mad festivities. That's gonna be a great
Dude,
weekend.
Yeah, keep an eye out with that because I could already imagine. I'm pretty sure it's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy. I'm looking forward to doing. Hopefully, we could do it live. That'd be cool to do a live thing for the anniversary.
I'll be
God.
live
You'll be live for sure because you have to be live. That's the
because
only thing.
I don't phone it in.
Flashback or a callback to him shouting out DJs that don't.
No, we're not talking about that guy.
Oh, that.
We're not talking about that guy at that place that's nearby.
Okay.
We're not talking about that guy.
Did I guess? Did I guess right? Did I
No.
guess right?
No.
I feel like I did. Yeah, I did. Fuck yeah, because I'm awesome. because I know what's up. I'm about it, and I guessed right. All right, cool. So, guys, football season's over. Wah, wah. If you know what that is, you're cool. LA, baby. So, well, not saying we aren't a Dodger brewery supporting. However, a lot of our regulars here
all teams are appreciated here.
Yeah, but
there
some
are
of us
more Dodger fans.
We like Dodgers more.
Yeah.
We love the Dodgers more. And Super Bowl was a big thing. Or Super Bowl's always a big thing. Football compared to baseball, there's always this big debate. But yet, baseball is the American pastime sport. So I'm still just like, how is baseball not as big as football? But it's not really.
That is because football is concentrated into a shorter part of the year than baseball is, right?
Okay.
Overall, baseball makes more money because it goes on for 9 months, and almost every team plays every day. So, like, you can just look at, like, what is it, MLB Sports Pack or whatever, and see at least 10 different games taking place at any given day.
Is that because there's more teams?
Yeah, because there's more teams.
So
But
that's why baseball's better.
Well, I will always say that baseball is better, although I am a proud Dallas Cowboys fan. I don't care. You can hate. That's fine.
Yeah.
But to me, I'm more of a baseball guy anyway.
Yeah.
I love watching the games. I love keeping score. I love going to the live games, right? And so, like, when I travel for business, if it's during baseball season, I always try to catch a game of the home team if they're in town.
For sure. That's I've always loved baseball just because of, some could say, the gentleman sport of it. That's what I like. The people aren't like super showboaty, I would say.
Well, it depends on the player.
That too.
Manny
That
Machado,
too.
but
Yeah, well, Machado's Machado.
okay, whatever.
Machado's Machado. But also, when it comes to beer, keeping it in the beer realm, I feel like baseball is the sport to drink beer. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Football too. Any sport really. Alcohol involved. Oh, also drink responsibly. Please drink responsibly. But any sport, having a drink with it, yes, of course. But baseball, nothing means more, at least to me, is enjoying a baseball game, either live or on TV, and having my spit seeds, cracked pepper, that's what's up, and a beer. You know what I mean? Most of all.
I'm not going to disagree with you, right?
Okay.
In that respect. And I think part of it has to do with the seasons and the kind of beers that are served during the spring and the summer, right? The kinds of beers traditionally served in the spring and the summer are like what you're talking about here.
Light beers,
with lagers, right?
Yeah.
You know, lighter stuff, crushable beer, right? And look, much as I complain about how expensive beer is at Dodger Stadium, I have my thing.
It's like
I have my
Disneyland.
nosebleed seats because I love sitting at the top of the stadium because I like to keep score and I like to be able to see the whole game as it's going on. But then I get my Dodger dog, and and I get usually the 32-ounce can of Dos Equis, right? And take that back to my seat and just nurse that for 3 or 4 innings.
That's true. Also, I remember, I don't know if you remember, the moment, I think it was like within the middle of the season, I want to say, they started serving craft beers at Dodger Stadium. I could be remembering different, like the start of the season. I just remember going in Dodger Stadium, and they had this one section, I think it's the far right pavilion. Not pavilion, but the far right
They have a
field.
beer garden out there.
They have a beer garden.
Yep.
They have a beer, a special craft beer booth.
Yeah.
Inside right there.
I don't know who the first one was, but I'm pretty sure that what you're talking about is sponsored by Golden Road.
Yes.
Right? So you're going to find a lot of craft beer there.
Yeah.
Same thing if you go see the Rancho Quakes, who are the single A affiliate of the Dodgers at the Epicenter.
Shout out.
Right? Then end of the left field line, right between the concession stand and the batting cage. At least the last time I was there was a beer garden out there too.
Yeah.
Right, featuring a lot of the local breweries because the Rancho beer scene, right? I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
You throw a stone, you hit a brewery out in that area.
That's true. Very true. I'm excited. Dude, I'm so excited for baseball season. Baseball season's gonna rip, for sure. And then, given the fact that I work at a brewery, or we work at a brewery now, breweries are big.
He does. I'm just a guest.
He works here occasionally, technically. But yeah, just it's a different experience from when you're a kid to when you drink. I think I've learned that as well. It's fun. You get a little buzzed. You get a little bit of a buzz going on. Versus a kid. A kid, you're just there and you're there to enjoy the game. I feel, if you're a kid.
I can say that when I was a kid, I was more interested in individual players. Mm-hmm. Like when I was a kid, until Fernando Mania, I was all about Steve Garvey. Mm-hmm. Like that was my guy.
That's
right?
how old you are, huh?
Yeah, that's how old I am, right? I ain't gonna lie, those were great years of the Dodgers, right? So I would pay attention to the game as much as 8, 9, 10-year-old would pay attention to the game, and that'd be about it. That Fernando Mania changed that for me. Like I really consider myself. I always grew up a Dodger fan.
Yeah.
But then I came into my own as a Dodger fan during Fernando Mania, and that's when I got more into like actually watching the game as a whole. But at the same time is also when I learned to keep score, and keeping score for me really helps me focus on what's going on in the game. I have a much better understanding of what's going on in the field and how things are progressing, because I have to. In order to keep score, and I keep all those scorecards just for me, right?
Did you ever? Sorry to cut you off.
But that was my transition to being an adult. Was seeing the game through an adult's eyes. For me, came when I learned how to keep score.
Okay. Not really similar to that for me. It was more of paying attention to the game. Period. I've always paid attention to the game. I think what got me more like zoned in, that when I was a kid, going with my dad, he would be there. Would be loge seating, and he would bring a radio. Mm-hmm. And so we'll listen to Vinny. No, I was gonna say Chickern, other LA team.
That's
my bad.
The Lakers,
man. Hey, I was in the vicinity. Yeah, Vince Scully. Okay, Vince Scully. Listening to him, on the radio, my dad would bring this little cheapy radio. Clearly hearing him announce the play-by-play as we're watching the game there live. Yep. Which is so dope. And now that my dad made an experience a lot like I'm sure other dads, right? But I asked him, like, Dad, why you bring a radio for watching? We're here. Mm-hmm. You don't need that. Any asshole will probably be like, that's what poor people do, right? But I didn't think like that.
Everybody.
Nor did he did. So his dad, he would tell me like his family, his uncle's dad would also bring a radio. Mm-hmm. That was dope. That is what kind of set it for me when it comes to baseball. And then as I got older, I started implementing seeds, right? Sure. And then beer, when I was of age.
Let me tell you, that radio thing, that is one why Vince Scully, the greatest forever. Whether he's with us or not with us, the greatest forever sports announcer. But also, it is a true story that when that started to happen, when they moved to LA in the 60s, right, there were times where his voice on the radios caused feedback in his own microphone. And he had to ask everyone to turn their radios down while he called the game.
That's hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, seeing people with radios at Dodger Stadium is that's still a thing.
Do people still?
Yeah, they still do it because you've got Charlie Steiner and Rick Monday who are calling the game.
Right on. I'm sure. I wouldn't doubt if people don't do that because he's not announcing anymore.
No, people still do it.
Vince Scully. Because there's those hardcore fans that are just like, oh, if it's not him, then I can't, right?
No.
But I haven't. I mean, maybe because I'm an adult now, or I'm not really focused on that. I haven't noticed that, but yeah, I don't really know. I haven't seen that lately, but that's cool if you do. I mean, I think I'm gonna start doing that.
Bring a radio?
Yeah, bring a radio.
Why not, right?
That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty sick. And then have a beer in both pans, or one, depending on
one in a cup, one in the can. That way, if a fly ball comes your way, you can catch it.
Oh, for sure, dude. I mean, seeds are already gonna be in my mouth, and I'm like that. I'm the guy. I guess I'm a baseball player at heart. I've always played baseball, but I'm always just stuffing seeds in my mouth while drinking a beer, cause that salt and beer. Apparently, people put peanuts in their beer. Have you heard about this shit, dude? If you do that, you need to fucking stop. Sorry for cussing so much. We're more than 30 30 seconds in, so we're good.
That's just, yeah, that's odd. But
Apparently that's that's a Southern thing. Apparently,
putting peanuts in beer.
peanuts and beer.
Oh, all right.
I don't get it. Yeah, you hear about that?
Right?
That's a thing.
What? Excellent. Okay.
Are you having your birthday here? Ooh, this just in. Savannah, our beer tender, come say hello. Her birthday is when?
October 15th.
Oh, that's on October, dude.
No, I
No.
didn't say
She,
it was
but she already asked DJ Marcelo to
Okay.
make a promise
Okay.
that it is going to be disco night for her birthday.
Yeah, so it's gonna be disco Halloween. It'll be like show up dressed.
So
like,
Halloween themed disco.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which means I get to play Thriller. So we're good.
Okay.
And it encourages people to dress up in the best way.
Yes.
Or it could be, sunny without the share.
Yeah. I'm encouraged. Colin's gonna grow a mullet for it. It's gonna be great.
Oh my.
Is he really gonna cut it?
He's gonna grow a mullet. Yeah.
Fuck
Oh
yeah, dude.
man.
Bring your mullets and your stashes.
Oh man.
October 15th, right? That's not her birthday. Is that her birthday and when are you gonna be here?
Do I need to look that up?
That'd be sick.
Yeah, it'll be Friday, October 13th. That's right. We talked about that.
Friday the 13th here at Laverne Brewery.
Halloween themed
Fuck yeah.
disco party.
That'd be so sick. Nice. Disco party, Laverne Brewing, October 13th. You heard it here. In the beginning of the year.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry.
Oh, no?
No, you
Oh.
have to edit that. It's the 27th.
27th.
It's October 27th. It's closer to Halloween.
Oh,
It's after her birthday, but it's closer to Halloween.
You still heard it here. October 27th.
October
here at
27th.
Laverne Brewing.
A disco themed Halloween party.
And we're letting you know February 26th. We have a whole freaking year. But it's okay. That's what we do. We're about it. We're about it. I had to let it out. Sorry, Shelly. Sorry.
I'm with you, Queen Shelly. I understand these
for
things.
sure. But yeah, so what do you like now that we just had a whole rant on baseball and fucking beer in baseball. I like the light beers, right? I think you could drink more, right? But because of this new craft beer wave the past 5 years, what do you drink? Are you an IPA guy even during the game? Or what?
I can't say that there's any particular style that I like
Okay.
over others, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've brought this up before
Yeah.
that I am open to trying any beer. There are some that I won't go back to, but I'm
Okay.
open to trying any beer.
So you don't have a specific beer to go to when you are watching a game?
Well, a specific beer go to? No. Style? More likely. Like I do the same thing here, right? Like if I'm DJing, right, I won't have a big beer. I wouldn't have this, the hazy or the new Izzy. Like I wouldn't have anything that 6% or above until the end of the night.
Okay.
Right? Because, I'm DJing and I'm dancing, and I'm having fun, feeding, getting my energy and feeding off the crowd kind of a thing. So I stick to the lighter beers. Like I'll have Maestro or
Okay.
I'll have the Porter or something on the lighter side because that will get me through the night without wiping me out. Right? Because
Okay.
I've done some nights here where like I had some of the heavier beers earlier and I'm like,
And
that
you're
was-
just like EDC,
I was feeling
DJ,
it.
just
Yeah, I was
another
feeling it,
level.
and I'm like, no, I gotta stay frosty while I'm working, basically.
Gotcha. All right.
And that counts.
cool.
So if I'm at a game and it's hot, I won't drink a heavy beer.
Okay.
Right. But even then, right, I sit so high up in the stands
Yeah.
that there's no craft beer up there anyway. That's not in a can.
There's not?
Not up in upper deck.
Sorry, I've never been up there.
Oh, I love being up there. So let me tell you-
My first game I've been up there ever since my life's been good. I've never set foot. I've been lucky. I've been lucky enough to like where my pop, he got like season tickets from the company, and that started the whole fucking like baseball thing for me.
See, for me, Dodger Stadium is very sentimental.
Mm-hmm.
Goes to my childhood, my love of the team, my love
Second oldest stadium. Or
Is
third.
the second-
the second
it is the
oldest.
second oldest stadium in the
Second
country.
oldest stadium
Yep.
in America.
Yep.
What's up?
and which, if you are wondering, the oldest is Fenway Park. Actually, it's the third oldest because you've also forgot Wrigley.
Green
Fenway,
Mountain? Yeah.
Fenway in Boston, Wrigley in Chicago, Dodger Stadium
Okay,
in LA.
what's third? Okay,
It's the
cool.
third.
My bad. I stand
Right?
corrected.
But for me, it's very sentimental, and I particularly love the upper deck because along the first baseline, if you walk out from the field, you have this marvelous view of downtown Los Angeles, right?
Yeah.
With the 101 going right through the middle, right, cutting right through downtown. Like, it's just this beautiful view of LA,
Yeah.
right? You go right there behind home plate and look out towards the ocean, right? You can see as far as, almost as far as like LAX,
Yeah.
right? And then you see the mountains by facing north along the third baseline. I mean, like, for me,
Yeah.
where Dodger Stadium is, yes, I understand the history of where it is,
The Chavez
and what happened,
regime,
and all that
yeah.
kinds of stuff. I get that. I'm 100% sympathetic to what happened to create Dodger Stadium. But for what we have, and how much I love being an Angelino, and how much I love the Dodgers, right? The stadium is perfectly situated to see everything that I love about Dodger Stadium and LA
Yeah.
right from the upper deck of the stadium.
That's true. Yeah, it holds so much history, and I'm sure a lot of people have that sentimental connection to it. Not like you, It's just, third oldest, and then I'm sure. I mean, people grew up. If you grew up on Dodgers, I'm sure it also involves you going to the Dodger game at the stadium.
Oh yeah.
For sure. Damn, that's so crazy. Third oldest. And fun fact, because of Brooklyn, they were one of 2 teams that came from New York. Little fun fact. It was the Dodgers, Brooklyn Dodgers, or Trolley Dodgers, and the New York Giants baseball team were the 2 teams from New York to come over here, which is why they're so. I think that's where the rivalry really
Oh no, the rivalry goes all the way
started.
back to New York.
Yeah.
It absolutely does.
For sure.
Because if you read stories about what the Dodgers and the Giants were like, say, in the 1920s and 30s,
Yeah.
or for that matter, even sooner than that, right? Like, they lived in those neighborhoods, right? And they became part of those neighborhoods. And those rivalries sometimes got violent. Yeah. Right? You wouldn't
Well,
walk
it's
into
also-
a,
it's
you
New
wouldn't
York.
walk into a bar full of Giants fans.
Yeah.
Dressed as way back then, there was no merchandise. People didn't wear caps and jerseys and things like that, right? Men wore suits to the stadium, and fedoras and things like that. But like, that rivalry was very territorial to New York, and it exists out here. It's perpetuated.
Yeah.
I actually have had some people like, I don't get it. What is this rivalry between the Dodgers and the Giants? And I'm like, goes all the way back to New York, right? Or like the 1951 playoffs, right? Where the Giants win the pennant. The Giants win the pennant because of a bad play, right? Well, that game was against the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Right? So that a lot of Dodger and Giant history is wrapped up with the 2 teams intertwined. It's the same thing like with the Yankees and the Red Sox.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Another
that's a
great
big
rivalry.
one.
Right.
That's an epic rivalry.
Right.
That's an epic one. God damn. All right. Well, we're gonna take a break. We'll be right back. We're gonna try a beer with Marcelo here, a.k.a. DJ Marcelo, and we're just gonna talk about this new beer. Hey guys, welcome back. You're here with myself, Pete, and Marcelo, a.k.a. DJ Marcelo. So we're trying out a beer that he's been drinking the whole time. Is our Early Dismissal, which is our new hazy, our Cloudy on the Details, which is our.
That was also a hazy.
That was a newer hazy also, but that went so quick that I think me and Dre and myself spoke about it, and I also mentioned how hazies are just so popular nowadays, right? But Early Dismissal. I don't know if we even covered that last time. I can't really remember.
Early Dismissal?
Yeah.
I don't remember if you did.
Yeah, we're probably not. So this might be the first episode that we actually tried out. So we're trying it right now. What we usually do, cheers, is smell it. We smell first. Has a grapefruit, like any hazy, has like a grapefruit type of body. At least.
See, I'm not getting grapefruit.
What? See, I mean, I could be.
I'm getting more like blood orange, Meyer lemon,
Okay.
like something in that
Right
neighborhood.
on. Yeah, I do have the beer facts right here with me. So the notes on this is a fresh citrus, pine, and stone fruit. I think we did talk about this last time.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying it now with you here. And now that I remember, yes, it is. I do get a good strong citrus, not overpowering, but a good citrus taste to it.
See, for me, it's really soft. Like, it's not. One of the things I generally like about when I want an IPA,
Yeah.
I want an IPA that is like with high IBU. Like I want it to punch me in the face just off the nose before it ever hits my palate, right?
Dude.
But one of the things that I'm starting to appreciate about hazies is they tend to be a lot smoother, more floral, right? Or not floral. Let me rephrase that. You get more of those citrus notes without the puckering that happens behind the ear, right? This one I particularly like, and I know you're going to mention the hops in here.
Yep.
One of the things I like about this is my favorite hop ever is the Mosaic hop.
Okay.
And the first time that I had this, I thought, because of the nice sweet finish, I thought there was Mosaic in it. But then Alex, the beer fesser, told me that that has to do with the brand new hop that's in this one.
Okay, yeah, you're right. The hops in here are Cascade, Simcoe. I hope I'm saying that right.
Yeah, you did.
And Brew, BRU 1. Brew 1, apparently, you're telling me that I just found out, is a new type of hop that is pretty much exclusive right now, right?
Not necessarily exclusive, but as I understand it, there are not a lot of beers that are using Brew 1 as a hop in it right now. And
so do you know as of why not a lot of people are using it?
I'm not a chemist. I just like beer.
Yeah. Huh. That's interesting. This kind of tastes like, I think I mentioned it before, but this kind of tastes like our Popular Kid.
Popular Kid is a little more,
which is our West Coast IPA.
Yes, and the reason why I think you're saying that is for the same reason I thought there was Mosaic in it. Hop Kid has Mosaic in it, or had Mosaic in it, so it had a nice sweet finish.
Yeah, it is sweet, and this is pretty hazy, as it should. If you can see, you could barely see right through it.
And
it's not dirty.
Let me
it's
tell you,
hazy.
if you like a nice soft hit when you drink it in, and then a nice sweet finish, okay, this is your beer. But be careful. It's 6.8 ABV. This is the one we were talking about earlier, where you want to nurse this one because if you chug it, you're going to be hurting later.
Yep, that's what I just about to say. 6.8. That's okay.
I jumped.
It's all good, dude. It's all good. We're about it. We keep on rolling with the punches. ABV 6.8, like you mentioned, but also IBU 40, dude. Almost 50. So that should say a lot. Sorry, Shelly. But yeah, just to give you how hazies are. Comparison. Look at this. Oh yeah, hold yours up. That is very.
You can't see through
you can barely
mine,
see through it.
but you can see through yours.
That's insane. That's crazy. I think, and it's good that we did that, because last time with any other hazy, I don't think we've really compared how hazy a hazy is compared to like a light beer, because it's very clear. And dude, I've seen old ladies crush IPAs lately, especially these hazies, dude. Do you think it's like the citrus? Your opinion? You know?
It could be the citrus. It could be the smooth finish. For the longest time, I used to say hazy's lazy because
That's clever. It's clever.
Well, if you think about it, if this beer spent more time in the bright tank, right, clarifying, it would look like this beer. Mm-hmm. Right? It would be clear. You could see right through it, right? Yeah. I used to think that hazy's lazy because, like, oh, they just rushed it, right? It was good enough. They just wanted to get it out there and put it out there. But now that you see more hazies or even dank beers, right? Like, when you see a beer referred to as dank, like, forget it. You're lucky if light passes through it because it is so, right? It's just so, not dark, but dense. Okay. Right? Yeah. And, but yes, you're seeing more of it, and I think that there's a smoothness to a lot of the hazies that are out right now, and that's why you see more ladies, but certainly people in general drinking them.
Damn. Yeah, I don't know how. Honestly, I still don't understand how people could crush it.
This is a dangerous beer to crush.
I mean, 6.8. I mean, nothing beats like what the triple IPA that we had. That was 9 something.
Yep.
And then we had a red that was 9.0.
Well, and then a brewery in San Diego that I follow on Instagram, Pure Project, on Thursday, they just tapped a hazy. Mm-hmm. No. Yeah, they just tapped a hazy. It's 12%. And I was
12%,
I'm all about it. That is the kind of beer I'm about.
12%?
12% on a hazy. Yep.
That's like a shot. Like, you drink it as just like a shot?
I would not drink it as a shot. I would nurse that while I was watching a whole Dodger game.
I mean, technically whiskey you shoot.
Yeah.
That's like high up there.
Yeah, but if it's well made, you're not going to taste the booze. Okay. A well made, like Russian Imperial Stouts, right? Any beer that's in double digits, if it's well made, you won't taste the booze.
Yeah.
Right? And if you can taste the booze,
yeah.
Right? That says something about either they rushed it or determined how they aged it, like
Yeah.
that kind of stuff, right?
Gotcha.
I don't fear double digit beers, but I also don't crush those either.
For sure. Damn. But, dude, again, I see old ladies crush beers like this. I don't know. Good for you guys. I mean, women are stronger apparently. So, damn, dude. That's good. That's good. Good all around and quality.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, before we wrap up. I mentioned this before. How craft beers, when they're well made, because I mean, everyone has a hit or miss. Let's be real, right? And that's with anything, not just with beer. Just fucking anything in the world has a hit or miss. But like a craft beer, when it's exclusive, I guess you could say to a certain extent, compared to like a Modelo or something that's factory made,
Macro brew.
a macro brew, right? The quality in a micro craft, it's just better, dude. Like no, I'm not dissing any beer, because I still love 805. I still love Michelob Ultras, right? But I've noticed, ever since drinking like a craft beer, I can't really go back to a Corona anymore. You know what I mean? Or something as like.
It's good to hear you say that.
But like Bud Light, I mean, because I just started working here or whatever. But I'm telling you, like, I mean, maybe it's my palate, or as we get older, our palate changes. But like, I mean, can you drink like being real? Can you drink like a Michelob Ultra the way you can a light craft beer now, or a blonde?
No, I
versus
can't even drink those beers anymore.
It's
I can't.
insane.
I can't.
You know, I mean, people still like it. Those are still good beers. I mean, I still purchase them. You know, not crapping or shitting on any macro brew. I really am not.
Hold on,
because
I
I
give you
just
some proper side eye.
because I mean, I still drink them, but not as much as I do now. You know, of craft beer.
The way that I put it to a friend of mine about the difference between craft beer and beers that are not craft.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like the mass-produced stuff is my grandmother, my father's mother, my nana,
Yeah.
made the best flour tortillas you would ever have had in your entire life. I have friends of mine who have all said exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? And it's because, like any grandma who cooks, right?
Yeah.
Right? There's love in it, right? And as much as that is an intangible factor,
Yeah.
there's love in it, and how it's made, and the precision and the art that goes into making it.
Yeah.
And then there's tortillas from everywhere else. And a flour tortilla is a flour tortilla.
Yeah.
But my nanas were like touched by the hand of God level of good.
Yeah.
To me, that's the difference between craft beer and macro-produced beer, right? I could get a hazy from any other, gigantic brewery that's out there, right? Is it going to taste like this? It's a possibility.
Yeah.
But I think that when you're producing in small batches, and you've got guys like Chris
Yeah.
who take this,
Shout out to Chris, dude.
right?
He
He's
is
on
like
fire, on a roll.
I'm telling you, Chris, don't go. Don't. Whatever happens, I hope you don't go. I hope you don't leave. We love you here, and you make some great shit.
He's been on a roll. The last 6
Yeah.
beers that he put out have
For sure.
been absolutely stellar. And I'm not confining it to those 6 beers. I'm just saying that the last 6 have been consistently, exceptional, right? But that's the difference, right? This kind of a beer at any microbrewery where you only have a few tanks, and
Yeah.
there's the one brewer who their passion for beer is their art, and they're making art, and that's how they see it. And while they would love to have a dump truck full of money
Yeah.
from International Beverage Company roll up to the back, right, and say, we're buying your brand, right? There's still a level of art in it, right, that you don't get from the mass-produced beers.
That's very true. That's very true. I mean I think it's like the oldest saying, quality over quantity, I think, and it speaks volumes. I mean, it's not about having a poor guy having rich taste. It's just it's in the facts, dude.
Yep.
Like quality is much better than quantity. I mean,
and here's one other thing, and I think that you guys have touched on this before too, right? When you go to a craft brewery, keep in mind that if you can find their beers in a local store, don't go into that brewery going like, oh, I already know their beers. But don't. Give you an example, Claremont, or for that matter, Last Name, because I know how you feel about Last Name. But don't.
I've never been to Last Name.
Right.
I just didn't get the concept.
Here in this area here, Laverne and in Laverne, the surrounding area, there are a number of stores you can go into, and you will find Claremont Craft Ales. 3 or 4 of their mainstays, right?
Yeah.
Same thing with Last Name, 3 or 4 of their mainstays. And those beers are good, but I wouldn't go out of my way to get them at the store, right? I've had them before. I'm a forward-moving beer drinker. I always want to try something new. When I go to those 2 breweries, there's always at least 10 beers I've never had before that are amazing, right? So, like, that's what you should know going into any of the craft breweries that are around you, wherever it is that you are, right? Don't worry about going into the brewery and getting what you can find in the store there.
Yeah.
Get the other stuff, because that's like Stone in Escondido, right? Stone in Escondido. Have you been down there yet?
I have. I've been
Okay,
there.
right? Sure, you can get Arrogant Bastard everywhere, right?
Yeah.
It's the 12 other beers you can't get there that you're going to walk out going like, wow, that was an experience.
Yeah, very true. That's true. Wow. If you guys have still not have gone to a craft beer tap room, go, because he is speaking facts.
Or just come here.
Or just come here, Laverne Brewing Company, but we also support all the craft breweries in the area. You know, it's just, if you like quality in your beer, and if you feel like I can't drink that because I feel this way, you're not gonna get that here, because here or any craft brewery, because there's so much quality, so much love being put into into the beers that you're not gonna feel like crap basically after you have a can or 2. You know what I mean? So shout out to everyone who does craft beer, and shout out to all the craft brewers. Shout out to all the tap rooms, all the craft breweries out there. We love you. It's a great community to be part of. And if you haven't already, like, subscribe. Also, hit that notification bell. Follow us on Instagram. Follow DJ Marcelo at DJ Marcelo. He spells it differently. Spells it a little bit weird.
M4R C3L0.
Yeah, yep. See, it's a code. It's okay. We're gonna have it right here.
It's Leet.
His information is gonna be down in the description. So is the rest of the vendors here at Laverne Brewing Company. We look forward to hopefully having you here. Come down, Laverne, California, and then come check out DJ Marcelo when he does his sets. He's on his Instagram. He's gonna have when he has a set at it was a High Point, which is in San Dimas, California.
San Dimas as well. Yep.
And anywhere else?
I also do music bingo at Bagelery and Brew on D Street and Foothill.
Nice. See, so there you go. So much to look forward to. We hope to see you back here again. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Wait, can I do a shout out real
quick?
quick?
Yeah, do a shout out, bro.
All right.
There you go.
Do a shout out. This is for my boy Ryan in Salt Lake City. Ryan has said whenever he comes to visit me, which I hopefully will be sometime this year when he comes to visit me.
Is he watching this now?
He will be watching this.
Okay. Right.
That Laverne Brewing Company is the #1 brewery he wants to go to of all the breweries we're going to hit while he's here. So shout out to Ryan. Make it happen.
Ryan says #1 brewery in California.
I don't know about all of California,
well, I mean,
but this
is
is
the
#1 visit the place he wants to visit when he's here.
All right, so everyone else, we're located right next to the Pomona Fairplex. If you know where Pomona Fairplex is, dude, thank you for having me have you here.
Thank you for letting me sit in, because
of course,
let me tell you, D to the Rizze, can't replace her. She's awesome.
Yeah, no, Dre's doing a great job, and she's a little indisposed this weekend. So cheers to you, Dre. We love you.
I think she may have something new back here.
Oh yeah, if you follow
Love and Hops,
she has some new ink.
She might have some new ink behind the ear.
You know, shout out, give her some shit. It actually looks great. It actually looks great. You know, she wears it well. So cheers to you. Cheers to DJ Marcelo once again. / just Marcelo. So
Thank you for
dude,
doing what you do.
I love you, dude. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in once again. You guys have a great night or day whenever you're watching this. Great week. Yes. Also, be sure to drink responsibly, please. We love you guys.
Especially in this weather.
Oh, yeah, it's raining out there.
Especially in this weather.
Stay dry.
Stay safe.
Stay warm. Stay safe. Like always, guys, have a great day. We'll catch you next time. Thank you.